Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I finally got another Blu-ray and DVD update for you guys. It's been a long time. I think it's been about 2 months since my last update, and I've hardly posted any videos. I did an unboxing and I did a mystery unboxing. Life has been really busy at the moment, so I've not had really much time to do videos, but I'm back at it again. I've got some time and I'm ready to make videos again. So this is going to be everything that I've picked up in the last probably 2 months. There might be one or two things that I'm missing, but I think for the most part everything's here. I recently got a new phone. I got the 7 Plus iPhone, so the quality on the videos might be a bit better, so you might notice a difference on that. But yes, so all these videos are going to be 1080p now, whereas before I used to just do 720p. But yeah, so 1080p if you really like your quality. So yeah, so let's get into the update. There's no order to all this, it's all mushed in piles. There's probably roughly 20-30 pickups to show. Alright guys, so the first title I picked up was of course Star Wars Rogue One, or Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. Got this from Zavvi. Pre-ordered this way back when it was first announced. Luckily I did, because it's sold out, as everyone knows. And you know, it's been selling for a fortune on eBay. But of course I had to pick Star Wars up, and I really like the steelbook. If you want to see an unboxing of it, I do have one on my channel. Just go into my channel, it's probably the last video that I uploaded. But yeah, I really enjoyed Rogue One. I saw it in cinemas in 3D and I loved the film. It was really good, so of course I picked it up, and I've seen it only once on Blu-ray so far, but I did see it in 3D again on Blu-ray, and it looks fantastic on Blu-ray, and you know, the 3D just adds to the experience of watching it. You know, a huge fan of the film. I think for once when they're continuing to do films, they're actually decent films. So yeah, I really do enjoy what they're doing with Star Wars, and I love how this time they actually included the Blu-ray 3D as the first release, because obviously in The Force Awakens you had to pick that up separately, like months after its release. So I'm glad they kind of went back to the old roots and kind of added the 3D as the initial release. And of course she comes with a bonus disc as well, which has got quite a few special features on it. So yeah, Star Wars Rogue One. I picked up the Accountant Blu-ray. This was from an eBay seller. I got it for $8.50. Pretty good deal. It's brand new and sealed. It came with the slip and the digital copy. So yeah, very keen to watch this one. I missed it in cinemas. No one I knew really wanted to go and see it, so I kind of just hold it off, and I picked it up on Blu-ray. Really looking forward to checking this one out. It's got Ben Affleck and J.K. Simmons in it, so I'm looking forward to checking that one out. I've heard kind of mixed things about it, but I think I'll enjoy it. You know, I like mostly what Ben Affleck does. That I enjoy, and you know, I've been wanting to see it ever since it was announced. So yeah, looking forward to checking that one out. It's off of eBay. The week it came out, but I got it for really cheap. I got it for £6. And that was the Ben-Hur reboot or remake. Huge fan of the original with Charlton Heston. I'm a huge fan of it. Going into this, I knew it wasn't going to be as good. I knew that blatantly, and I wanted to go and see this in cinemas because it was in 3D. But I was a bit annoyed because there was no 3D release put out on disc for this. I think the only place that got it was Mexico for some reason. I don't know why. So unfortunately there was no 3D release, but I still picked it up. It was £6 on eBay again. It was brand new and sealed, but I watched this one just a couple of days actually, and I really enjoyed it. You know, there is big differences to the film. I think mostly due to the time limits they had. It's only a 2-hour film. It's not, you know, 3.5 hours like the original. And so also I think for time restraints they kind of had to change things about. The general story is the same, of course. It's just how he gets to the point he does. It's just a bit different, which wasn't all bad. You know, it's kind of a refreshing kind of story where you see some differences, so I didn't mind it as much. The cast was okay. At first I wasn't too keen on the two main characters, but you know, as the movie went on, I thought it was okay. So overall it was a good movie. You know, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. It was decent, and I would watch it again. So yeah, and again, you know, came with the slip and the UV code as well. So yeah, I was very happy to get that for £6 on the week it was released. So that was pretty cool. A few weeks ago, well, about a week ago, I watched a Steve McQueen documentary, and I noticed I hadn't really seen many of his films. You know, I had seen The Great Escape, The Magnificent Seven, and Bullet, but I hadn't seen, you know, any of the other classic ones he did. So I went on Amazon and I picked up a couple. I picked up Le Mans. Wow, that's some light in there. There you go. This is about the Le Mans race in France every year, you know, the 24-hour race. And of course, Steve McQueen was a huge racer outside of his acting career, and so he really wanted to make the movie. And so, you know, he finally got to make it, and there's a huge like backstory on the making of the film. Like he was going crazy. He nearly lost his career over it. He was going skint. You know, so this movie was quite important to him, and yeah, I finally checked it out. It was a really good movie, kind of different to what I thought. You know, the first kind of 40 minutes, there's no proper conversation. It's all about you know, learning about the race, who's going into it, you know, and finally it's starting, which I thought was pretty cool. And of course, you know, he's one of the main racers in the movie. I really enjoyed it. It was really good. It sounded amazing because of the 7.1 surround sound on it, and it looked fantastic on Blu-ray also. So I really enjoyed that one. That was a really good movie. And then Music Magpie. We had a bank holiday weekend recently, and Magpie had 20% off all DVDs and Blu-rays that were pre-owned. And so, continuing with the Steve McQueen marathon, or kind of watching his movies, I picked up the Sand Pebbles. Kind of expensive usually, you know, it's usually £9 or £10. Magpie had it used for I think £5 something, but with the 20% off I managed to knock it down to about £4, which was a fair price, you know. I think CX was about £4 as well. And it came and it was pretty much brand new, you know, it feels like it's just out the wrapper. I don't think the disc was ever touched really. It was in perfect shape, so yeah, I was really happy to get that one. I haven't watched it yet, I only got it yesterday, so I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but yeah, huge fan of Steve McQueen, so I'm sure I'll like it, and Richard Attenborough's in it, so that's pretty cool. HMV, they had the 2 for £25 deal on all their Criterions. I think a couple other retailers did it. I know Amazon did it, Zoom did it I think as well, and I think eventually Zavvi did. So I picked up two. I picked up In a Lonely Place with Humphrey Bogart. Never seen this. I've seen the trailer a few times and it looks really good, so I decided to pick that one up. And this was my first Criterion. I hadn't had any Criterions before this. Of course, the UK are only starting to get Criterions now. So I was looking to get this one. I'm a huge Humphrey Bogart fan. You know, over the last year or so, I've been checking out all of his movies. So it comes with a little booklet, and then it comes with the disc and the artwork. So yeah, looking to get that one. And then the other one I went with it. I've seen bits and pieces of this movie over the years, just not, you know, from start to finish. And that was Dr. Strangelove by Stanley Kubrick. And this was kind of the only one that kind of came like a digipack, and it comes with a few like kind of paper goodies in there. So it was a bit strange that only this one got it, but I'm not complaining. There's some good special features on there as well. So yeah, I look forward to checking that one out from start to finish for once. So those are the only two I picked up. The next couple, Pound Shop or Poundland, they've been having some really good deals on Blu-rays. First one I picked up was I, Frankenstein 3D. I've been wanting to see this for a while now, and you know, for a quid on 3D, I couldn't pass that up. And again, came with a slip as well on it. So yeah, that was pretty cool. It is only the one disc. They're both The 2D and 3D are together, which is fine. You know, I don't mind. But for £1, I thought that was a great deal to get a 3D movie. So yeah, I got that one. Haven't had a chance to watch that yet. Building up my horror collection, I picked up The Woman in Black for £1, which is really good. I seen this on TV a few months ago. It wasn't that long ago, and again, you know, it came with the slip as well. So yeah, I was happy to get that one for £1. And then the last one I picked up from the pound shop was Angelina Jolie in Salt, which I know is always cheap, but brand new for £1 was really good. And again, came with a slipcover as well. And I did watch this movie and I really enjoyed it. You know, as the movie went on, I recognised more and more actors in it, and I thought the story was really good. You know, about a Russian who is detained and gives away a classified agent working for Russia in America, who happens to be Angelina Jolie's character. And so she goes on the run. She's trying to prove herself, or prove to the FBI and stuff that she's not an agent working for Russia. It's a really good movie. I really enjoyed it, and there's actually 3 cuts on this Blu-ray. You get the original theatrical cut, the director's cut, and the extended cut. So I watched the extended cut thinking it was the longest one, but it's not. The director's cut is. But yeah, really good movie. I really enjoyed that. There was a seller on eBay selling off a few Blu-rays. They all had original slipcovers, so I picked up 2 of his. I picked up Ramble from 2007. This is the most recent Ramble film. Really enjoyed this. I've had it on DVD. I've seen it a few times, but I have number 2 and 3 on Blu-ray, so I had to upgrade and get this one. And it's got the cool slip as well. So yeah, really chuffed to get that one. I do need to pick up the first one still on Blu-ray. But the Ramble films are awesome. I think honestly the second one is my favourite. I thought it was brilliant. And then the other one I picked up from him, you saw both of these in the mystery unboxing. Scarface with the original slip. I love that as well. It's really nice. I had this on DVD, but it was a bare bones release. So yeah, it's nice to upgrade. Get all the special features. You even get the DVD in here and a digital copy, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, still need to check it out on Blu-ray though. Another 3D title. Picked this up. Basically with 3D nowadays, it is kind of a dying format, so anytime I see a 3D movie quite cheap, I'll probably just pick it up just to have like a big 3D library, so when it does die off, I've got a big collection to kind of go through and watch. So I picked up Brave, Disney's film. So yeah, this was £4 on eBay, which was pretty cool. Didn't come in the slip, but you know, it happens. So this one's got the 3D disc, and then the 2D disc, and a bonus disc. So that's pretty cool. Nice Blu-ray triple pack. So yeah, I think I'm going to watch this one tonight actually, because I haven't seen it in quite a while. So yeah, that's Brave. Random DVD. I watched Enter the Dragon for the first time a few weeks ago on TV, and my uncle just picked up the Blu-ray, so he gave me his DVD that he picked up a couple of years ago. He got it in, I think that's Entertainment. It's one of those disc-only ones, so I got that. And then because I liked that so much, I picked up Game of Death from HMV. It was $12.99. And it's from a company called Medium Rare, who are kind of like Arrow or Masters of Cinema. They make new artwork, and then they have the original artwork as a reversible sleeve. It comes with a Blu-ray and a DVD, and it comes with tons of special features and a booklet. So kind of like Arrow in a sense. So of course there's the booklet, the Blu-ray, and then there's the DVD as well. So yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch this one yet, but I'm looking forward to checking it out. So yeah. God, this was months ago now. Spider Geek, he sold off a lot of his collection. If you watch him, you'll know that. And I picked up 2 titles from him. I picked up Jeepers Creepers for the horror collection that I'm trying to grow. I love this movie, really good. I've seen it a few times. I had the DVD. and I really enjoyed it. And it's not out here in the UK, so when he was selling it off cheap, I definitely had to pick it up from him. So that was awesome. And then I also picked up the Arrow release of the Pit and the Pendulum. This was the last one I needed for my Vincent Price collection. So that was pretty cool to get that off of him. Big shout out to him. You know, they were really cheap, so thanks dude for that. And then I think a few days later he recommended this film, Under the Skin with Scarlett Johansson. So I bought this one in HMV. Scarlett Johansson I love as an actress. So yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch that one yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Alright guys, so the next one I picked up, this was a really good deal. HMV had this about a month or two ago. I don't know if they still do or not, but it was an exclusive deal for the pure HMV members, like their card, loyalty card thing. It was usually £40, but they were giving it away for $19.99 for the card holders. Breaking Bad, the complete series. Now this is the tin edition. It's really big and heavy. So this was $19.99 on Blu-ray for any cardhold member. They also had the DVD release for £15 I think. So the lid kind of just pops off, and then inside you get the standard release, which you can pick up on its own, which is pretty decent. You get a bonus disc, which I think's about season 5. I don't think it's overall, I think it's just about season 5. Then you get, kind of random, but you get some fridge magnets. And then you get, for some reason, you get a copy of season 1 on DVD, for some reason. And then eventually, if I can get it out, you also get a little card with a code for exclusive content. So yeah, I haven't actually looked at that yet, but yeah, so $19.99, really good deal. I did have seasons 1 and 5, so I gave them to my uncle because he hasn't got the Blu-rays yet, and I just kept the tin set. So yeah, that was pretty cool to finally own all the seasons. Alright guys, next up, this is a TV show I was addicted to for a solid month and a half. It was Chicago Fire. Now, I was watching this on Sky, I was loving it, so I watched season 1, and I was watching season 2 on Sky as well. And then around about episode 7, my on-demand system wasn't working. It wasn't downloading episodes, so I phoned them up and I said, you know, it's not doing it. And they said it was a common issue that they've had since February, believe it or not. And so they're trying to get a fix on it. And even till this day, it's still not working. So I thought, stuff it, I'm just going to buy the Blu-rays because it was such a great show. So I picked up seasons 1 and 2. Season 3, and then the final season so far, season 4. Season 5 I believe is going to be on TV quite soon. But yeah, I watched all of these within like, I don't know, a month and a half maybe. It's quite a long show as well. They're like 24 episodes. They're are they an hour long? Yeah, I think they are an hour long. So yeah, I was spending a lot of days just doing nothing but watching it. It was so good. So I'd highly recommend checking that out. And then due to the success of that, about the fire department, they got all the police characters from that show and they gave them a show of their own called Chicago PD, which is only available on DVD, so I picked up season 1. And it's a really good show. I finished the first disc, and I'm still working my way through it, but it's a really good show. So again, I would recommend checking this out. I would watch Chicago Fire first though, just for the best viewing. Probably last for the Blu-rays, I picked up the Bourne collection, the original 3 movies, just to upgrade and get them all on Blu-ray. You know, I've got Legacy and Jason on Blu-ray already, so of course it comes with Identity, Supremacy, and Ultimatum. which is my favourite out of the whole series. So yeah, never can go wrong with a bit of Jason Bourne now and again. And then, if you don't know, I'm quite a big UFC fan. So I picked up a couple documentaries. I picked up Notorious, the Conor McGregor documentary. It's by a company called RTE, who is an Irish company, and quite a lot of sellers over here in the UK have got this really cheap. I got it for £4 brand new, and this one covers his entry into the UFC, so it covers his first debut fight, leading up to his second debut fight. It's only an hour long, but it was pretty good. And then for a tenner I picked up Notorious, which was the TV series that they did. It was a 6-episode TV show, and they're about half an hour long each, so it's a pretty good length. And this goes from his second fight all the way up to where he's about to fight Jose Aldo. So yeah, really good, really insightful. You know, you learn all about his background, and you get to see him going around the world and his house and all that. It's pretty good. They're putting out a new one, which has actually got a Blu-Ray release this time, and I believe that's from Jose Aldo up to the Eddie Alvarez fight, which was it his last fight, or was it Nick Diaz fight 2 his last one? One of the two, I can't remember. So they're really cool. And then lastly I picked up Geordie Shore Season 1. It's the British version of Geordie Shore, even though this one came first. This was like the debut, and then they brought Geordie Shore out in America. Yeah, I know, I've seen it before, but it was 75p, so I couldn't resist. So that's everything, guys. Quite a lot there, even though I haven't watched a lot of it yet. I am getting there though. I've just been enjoying kind of rewatching things that I've not rewatched for a little while. There's no point in buying them and then not rewatching. So yeah, and then of course Chicago Fire, I was watching that for absolutely ages. And I just finished last night actually Season 1 of Bates Motel. Incredible series, I'm loving it so far. I've got Season 2, I borrowed it from my uncle because it's not on Sky. So I'm going to watch that one pretty soon, but it's a great show if you haven't seen it. But yeah, so that's everything I picked up, quite a lot. If you've got any comments about any of these shows or films, definitely leave a comment. Leave a like rating on the video as well, and as always guys, stay awesome. See you guys in the next video. Peace.